Hello chemistry fans, and welcome back to Chemistry 1032 problem solving set at Broward College North Campus Academic Success Center. I am Dr. Betts. I will be your guide through these problems, and I hope that you find them very helpful. Today's problem is all about determining conversion factors and equalities for the following problems, and let's take a look at them real quick. Avocado has 32% fat by mass, hydrogen peroxide is 3% by volume, brass contains 2% lead by mass. So all three questions have one thing in common. They're all percentages. It's a very common way of expressing things in our society, but some people find it a little bit mystical as to what it means, and it really is simple. It really is simple. The first thing you have to understand is what a percentage is. Everybody knows it's a percent out of 100, or a number out of 100. All percentages are out of 100. That's the definition of a percentage. So let's take the first example. We have 32% fat by mass of our avocado. Delicious avocados. Probably the fact that they're 32% fat is why they taste so darn good too, right? So what does that mean? Let's just examine this closely. If we have 100 grams of avocado, 32 of those grams are fat. That is exactly what this means. So let's write that down. Let's just write it down real quick. If I have 100 grams of avocado, I must have, or I equal, 32 grams of fat. That's an equality. This equals that. And it's percentage. So if I have 32% fat by mass and 100 grams of avocado, I have 32 grams of fat. Now I'm using grams because that's a mass unit. So it said by mass, so I used a mass unit, the same unit on both sides. Grams on this side, grams on that side. That's an equality. Conversion factors would be 100 grams avocado divided by 32 grams of fat, or 32 grams of fat divided by 100 grams avocado. So those are my equalities and my two conversion factors from that percentage. Again, percentages are always out of 100. Okay? Next question. Hydrogen peroxide is 3% by volume. So if you go to the pharmacy, you'll pick up a bottle of hydrogen peroxide to clean out your cuts or your wounds. You'll notice that the bottle says it's 3% by volume. Now what does that mean? Well, that means, because all percentages are out of 100, in 100 milliliters of I'm going to call it HP, hydrogen peroxide, you have 3.0 milliliters of peroxide. This is HP. HP is the hydrogen peroxide solution, the whole bottle. So that also means in 3.0 milliliters of peroxide, in 100 milliliters of HP. HP is the bottle of hydrogen peroxide, the bottle you buy from the pharmacy. In that 100 milliliters bottle, there are 3 milliliters of peroxide, or 100 milliliters HP divided by 3.0 milliliters of peroxide. Again, percentages are defined to be out of 100. So in a 100 milliliter bottle of hydrogen peroxide, there are 3 milliliters of peroxide. So the active ingredient, there's 3 milliliters of it. You can put the 3 milliliters over the 100 milliliter bottle, or 100 milliliters of HP bottle over 3 milliliters. Just in case you're curious, the other 97% is water. So when you buy hydrogen peroxide, you're buying 97% water and 3% peroxide. All right, last question. Brass contains 2% lead by mass. So in the alloy of the metal brass, you have 2% of that alloy is lead by mass. So again, in 100, let's do kilograms this time, kilograms of brass, you have 2 kilograms of lead. Now I could have used grams here. I just chose kilograms to illustrate that you can use either grams or kilograms. So now I can say 2 grams lead over 100 kilograms brass, or 100 kilograms brass over 2 grams of, kilograms, pardon me. Got my units crossed out here, kilograms lead. Let me make a quick correction here. That should have been kilograms. There you go. Sorry about that. We're only human. All right. So now, again, take home message here. Anytime you see a percentage, it's always out of 100. So 100 of the whole thing. Say, for example, the avocado. 100 grams of avocado. Okay? Hydrogen peroxide. 100 milliliters of the hydrogen peroxide solution. Brass. 100 kilograms of brass. Okay? So that's how you work with percentages, how you get equalities and conversion factors from one percentage. Okay? Now, I hope you found this video helpful. If you're still having questions or still not quite sure about how these numbers came about, please do not hesitate to contact a tutor here at the Academic Success Center, or come and find your professor and get some help with it. It's really not that hard to do, and because percentages are so ubiquitous in our society, it's good that you know how to use them. All right? Now, I hope you found this video helpful, and I wish you good luck and good chemistry.